Welcome to Everything is Messy, the podcast. I'm your host, Kellyanne Gorman. I'm someone who loves to create content, products, and services to help others level up in business and in life. I even wrote a book about it, and now I have a store. Everything is Messy is a one-stop shop for women who want it and deserve it all. From personal development to productivity, podcasting and publishing, small business strategies to entrepreneurship, and so much more. Tune in every week to enjoy this one-of-a-kind podcast experience and hear fun, fearless, and focused conversations from myself and my incredible guests. From trending topics to stories of resilience and all things business. And let's not forget about a few of my favorites: mindset, healthy recipes, and organizing tips. These episodes are created to get you to where you want to be right now. The purpose of the show is to motivate you, inspire you, and prove to you that anything is possible if you just put in the work. So grab your favorite notebook and pen, because it's time to get organized and turn those dreams of yours into reality. I'm living proof that manifesting and visualizing and having a never give up attitude work. And now it's my job to help you achieve your goals by doing the same, or just to provide some laughs along the way. I'm so glad you are here. Today's episode starts now. Hello, and welcome back to a brand new episode. I'm your host, Kellyanne Gorman, and you are listening to the Everything is Messy podcast. Today is going to be a little bit different of a show because I have some exciting news. Listen, I have been sitting on this idea for probably 2 years, and I had to literally heal my body, heal my head, get through, my traumas and my legal cases and all of that in order to move forward with this idea and this next phase in my life. So I am on the hunt for a company that I can bring my expertise and knowledge to for a patient advocacy job. And there's so many factors that have led me up to this, but obviously if you're new here, I was misdiagnosed with a disease, and then I moved forward with the malpractice cases. I represented myself. It's a whole long story. Feel free to tune back the episodes. There are so many on them. But what I know that's right for me right now is to move forward with one of these companies, because what I have to offer is so much. And I've just been looking for signs. I'm a huge believer in the universe and showing me signs and signals, and everything happens for a reason. And it's hard, and I manifest and visualize everything, but it was hard for me to visualize this because I was still going through the trauma and trying to heal, and mentally I wasn't ready. So now, so if you listen to episode 282, it was all about my wake-up call. And the episode before that, ironically, was all about getting burnt out as an entrepreneur. I should have listened to my body. I didn't. Now I'm dealing with a colonoscopy and a gallbladder removal surgery. So long story short, being in the hospital twice last week has really taught me that was a sign. This is the sign that I need to be here for more patients. I felt at home. I literally was just hanging out with the nurses and the doctors just waiting for a drug prescription. This is where I belong. I know that I can do my best work providing organization and productivity skills for patients, whether it's at a cancer treatment center, whether it's at a hospital, whether it's for a drug company, which I found a couple, but I really need to make sure in this process that I really align myself properly with the drug or whatever they're pushing. You know what I mean? Because I have really strong beliefs on certain things. So I'm not just going to work for somebody for a check. You know what I mean? I haven't worked for a company or consulted for a company like that in 8 years. So this is a massive adjustment. And luckily for me, I've set up my business where it can run itself, with the exception for production and development, but everything else can run itself. So now I'm at a point in my life, I really need to do this. I really need to create more change. I really need to help more patients. And I just have this drive in order to do this that I haven't had in a long time. And I've been waiting for signs. And then I got a time hop reminder of this quote. And that was a final stick. What is the saying? Final straw? My coffee is not fully consumed. But that was the last piece of a sign that I needed to move forward with this. So I am so excited. I already changed all of my social media handles, which you've probably seen, well, the content and the information. And my focus right now is really just to continue helping more patients because, and this is again why I've been working on this medical product since 2016, because there's nothing like it on the market, and it's not done because I'm a perfectionist. And again, here we are, like I'm dealing with my own health stuff. And that just goes to show you, like, okay, it's not done. Like I needed these little visits back to the ER to like finalize things that I didn't have in there. So I think the last time I mentioned, I thought I was going to launch it in August, and here we are, November. And it's something that, medical products take years. And so I stopped with like all this pressure putting on myself, and I'm probably going to release it in the new year, to be honest with you, because I'm testing it now. And so this takes a while, but I just want to be able to help more patients. Even a friend of mine, like we were both in the hospital at the same time. And then she messaged me the other day and she was like, oh my God, I said to her, I said, we just need a podcast from like our hospital beds, or like from now on, because when you go into a hospital and like you're really ill or like you have to follow up. Well, here's the thing. When you have to follow up with multiple doctors, you literally have to repeat yourself over and over and over again. And I said, you should just record it in like voice memos and just press play so that all the records are on the same page. Like it's so frustrating as a patient to like have to do that over and over and over again when the only thing that you should be focusing on is getting better, So I really am just, obviously you can hear it in my voice, like extremely passionate. And I've only told a couple of my close friends, and every single one of them is like, oh my God, like you have to do this. And so now I'm at a point in my life where the timing is right and I can focus on that full time. So nothing in my business is going away. Nothing is changing. This is just in addition to, because I know I'm here for a reason, and it's honestly to do this. I thought I was going to take the bar. I thought I was going to become an attorney, and that just like, it was just too much for my PTSD, and I can't heal when I'm just like constantly getting reminded, oh my God, there's a little bird's nest out my window. Oh my gosh, I'm totally going to post this on my Instagram. How cute is that? Oh my gosh. Anyway, I wish you guys could see. So that's what's happening in my life. And all the pain and everything I was experiencing that I talked about in episode 282, my back is in pain and I was super sick and all these things were happening because I have things in my body that I did not expect. So there's an ovarian cyst, there's a mass in my intestines, and there's gallstones. So now I have to deal with that. So when I'm sick, like I haven't been sick in a really long time, and something hasn't been wrong with my body for a really long time. So it was really hard, like mentally, physically, and emotionally to like work through that last week. And you can hear in my voice, like I was a different person. And I always keep it 100. I'm always real on this show. There's nothing I never, not share. And that's something I'm really proud of. And now I could just share even more, and I will be sharing more on how you can get organized with your medical records and really just anything surrounding patient advocacy. So I've been on LinkedIn searching for companies that I align with, and there's a few that I really like that I'll be talking to shortly, but it's just something that needs to happen in the next stage of my life because I feel like there's so much more that can be done and so much more that I can offer because I've been on all sides. I've been the patient, I've been the caretaker, I've been the attorney, I've been the doctor, like no joke, I've been all aspects of care. And I just feel like this is just perfect timing for this to happen. So I wanted to share with you first that I'm so excited. I'm going to be working in patient advocacy as well as running my business, which, like I said, basically runs itself with the exception of development. And I only take on one client a month. So if you're interested in working with me, now's the time to reach out because I think I only have one spot for the rest of the year, which is December. Yeah. So if you're interested in developing a show, reach out. Now, just a little reminder, if you haven't heard the last couple of episodes, my holiday collection is here. I'm so excited about it. There is wall art, there is home decor, there's Sherpa blankets and beanies and hoodies and tea towels and cutting boards and so many products I worked so hard on. I think my collection's almost at 30 now. And if you want to check out the throw pillows and everything I have to offer, just head to everythingismessy.com, or you can also use everythingismessycollection.com, and be sure to enter the code HOLIDAY20 at checkout. That will give you 20% off plus free shipping. I hate shipping. I had to pay shipping for a friend's gift the other day and it drove me nuts. So I like to offer free shipping. And there are so many other gifts that you can enjoy while you're there, such as all my business coaching, LinkedIn information, podcast production, my hourly coaching calls. Everything there is 20% off. The code works for literally everything. I did it for the whole site. So if you've ever wanted to pick my brain on your business, on your life, like anything, healthy recipes, like take advantage of Holiday 20 because that's going to give you 20% off. But going back to this new chapter of my life, like I just feel so calm and like so right about it. So yesterday I finally updated like social media bios and all that stuff, and I haven't done that in forever. And it just felt so good. And I also had some wine, which I shouldn't be drinking because of inflammation reasons, but I needed something to take the edge off because I'm just like waiting for these surgery dates, and that to me is like literally torture. So I'm just setting everything up so that I'm good to heal after that, which most likely will be happening next week and the week after. So send me all your positive healing vibes, because the leading up to the surgery is what gives me the most anxiety. And then the last 2 times, actually, they found my vein for the IV on the first shot, which is so rare because when I had my port for my chemo, it was like torture. And that's why I had the port. But leading up to that, it was an absolute nightmare. But the last 2 times I actually drank way over a gallon of water before I was even in the hospital. So maybe that helped. So I'm going to continue on that path for sure. But the anxiety of like trying to get an IV. But once the IV is in and they pump you with the anesthesia, like I'm good to go. It's just like the working up to the surgery is a nightmare in my head. Like it's no fun. So I'm just trying to do more sound baths and more meditations and all of that. But I wanted to just give you a little update on my life and the big changes that are in store. And I'm so excited about it. It's just new energy. It's like a new job to be working on. It's helping to save more lives and get everybody on the same page and taking care of more humans, you know? I'm just really excited about it, and I'm so glad I get to share it with you. And again, if you visit everythingismessy.com and enter the code HOLIDAY20, that will give you 20% off. And also, I mentioned on the last small business shout out, I'm doing these episodes every week. So every week you'll get 2 episodes from me leading up to episode 300, which will be on January 1st, 2022. That's nuts. That's so nuts. But I will link the brand deals page that's on my website in the show notes if you're looking for discounts and deals on anything that I have with like all the apps that I use, all my business tools, like so many different brands I'm going to be working with, and I cannot wait to share the next brand. I just signed a 10-page 5-month contract. Oh my God, I cannot wait to share this information, but I can't just yet. I signed the contract, but hopefully I'll be able to share it within like hopefully this week. But if not next week. And if you're not signed up for my newsletter, you must do so, because that's where all of my good holiday brand codes are going to be. So make sure you go to kellyangorman.com, sign up for my newsletter there. And every week, usually on Wednesdays, I send out the newsletters, and I will be sharing all the holiday codes. So if you want deals on all your favorite things, I'm going to be sharing codes for you so that you can get your deals, and most likely free shipping, because I hate free shipping. So I love to offer free shipping for you. But again, that's my brand deals page. I'll link it in the show notes for you. And I just want to share everything that I have to offer. And that's it. So after going from being burnt out as an entrepreneur to realizing that was my wake-up call, like listen to your freaking body, to now I've lined up all of my own health condition, like health situations, to now being able to help more patients. Like this is just, hello universe, thank you for sending me all these signals and signs. Like it's just nuts. By the way, I decorated for Christmas last night, and it is November 4th. I don't care. I just need some Christmas cheer. I found an amazing new holiday playlist. Kelly Clarkson has her holiday album out. I love her. And that's what's happening right now in my world. But anyway, if you have any questions about how to get your small business featured on the show throughout this holiday season, reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You can find me at Kellyanne Gorman Official, on LinkedIn, Kellyanne Gorman. Again, all the links will be in the show notes. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. That is my catch up. That is what I have to share with you. And I have a lot more recipes to come. And something I mentioned real quick on the last show is that I'm very like night and day, right? Like all or nothing type of person. So as soon as I found out like all these health issues, I was like, I'm going completely vegan. I'm not doing meat. I'm not doing it. But then cut to this week, all my body wanted was like ground turkey and my healthy chili. So I'm not all vegan. Maybe one day I'll try it out. I have done it months, like for a couple months, couple weeks at a time, but like I truly need to listen to my body. And what my body wanted was a delicious turkey chili, but like thin with soup and ground turkey. And you could just feel it. You know, when you're sick and you need something and then you eat it and you're like, yes, that is what I needed. That's kind of what happened. So I'm going to be sharing that recipe, my new oat milk recipe. I'm playing around with a bunch of tofu recipes, and my tofu ricotta cheese is bomb. The sesame chicken, I would say it's like a 70% out of 100 right now. It wasn't really how I wanted it to come out, so I'm playing around with that. And I'm going to do gluten-free panko breadcrumbs on some tofu for like a buffalo chicken nugget kind of situation. And then I did some rice bowls. So I'm going to be sharing all these recipes on my TikTok, so make sure we're connected. But that is all I have to say and catch you up on. And I hope that you, again, are having a great day. Make sure you visit the show notes for everything I mentioned in the show. And stay tuned for the next episode where I'm going to be doing another small business shout out. Thanks so much for tuning in to Everything is Messy, the podcast. If you enjoyed what you heard today, I would love to know. Just leave me a review on the app or website you're listening on. To learn more about myself, join the community, read my book, or shop the collection, visit everythingismessy.com. While you're there, be sure to sign up to receive my weekly newsletter so you get all my announcements first. For all the behind the scenes and day-to-day content, follow along on Instagram at Kellyanne Gorman Official and Everything is Messy Collection. Links are in the show notes. If you have a product, brand, story, or service you would like to share, send me a message on everythingismessy.com today. As always, thanks for listening, sharing, and reviewing. It truly means the world to me. Wishing you a happy, healthy, positive, and productive day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Everything is Messy is produced and syndicated under A Million Dreams Publishing. For more information on how you can launch your own book, podcast, or digital series, visit amilliondreamspublishing.com.